Welcome back, everybody. I'm Sassy Pants, wife to Matty the rancher, and I'll be your storyteller today. Welcome to Adventures with Sodak Pete. Stories that celebrate the hard work, the big hearts, and wide open spaces of ranch life. Out here, every day's an adventure, and we hope each and every one of you listening can imagine yourself as little Sodak Pete, learning the ropes, getting your hands a little dirty, and helping out where it counts. So grab your boots and tip your hats, and let's see what today's adventure has in store. Sodak Pete, the hunt for the perfect Christmas tree. It was a cold December morning on the ranch, and the snow was falling soft as a whisper. Pete and Millie woke up to the smell of bacon and the sound of the fire popping in the fireplace. Today was the day they'd been waiting for. I had pancakes flipping and bacon crackling, and Pete came scooting to the table in his jammies, grinning from ear to ear. Millie flopped under his chair, tail thumping. "We've been looking for just the right Christmas tree," he said, mouth half full. We started visiting about all the trees they'd been finding around the ranch that could be just right for their Christmas tree. Cedars were growing wild in the fence line, twisted ones near the creek, one that was shaped like a teardrop, and another that looked like it had its arms stretched out for a big hug. Matty leaned back with his cough and he said, "Pete, make sure you look for one with a strong trunk, not too wide so it'll fit by the fireplace, and something sturdy enough to hold a star on top." Pete nodded real serious. He was taking it all in. After breakfast, Pete bundled up in his coat, hat, mittens, and boots. Millie danced in circles. She was ready to go. "Come on, girl," Pete said. "Let's go find us a Christmas tree." They headed across the ranch yard and wandered through the pasture where the snow was deep and the world was quiet. One tree they saw was tall, but it was skinny. Another one leaned so far over it looked like it was trying to lie down for a nap. Millie sniffed one with a big old gap in the middle. "Nope," Pete said with a giggle, "that's not the one." As they walked around the ranch, they found one shaped almost like a triangle. Another had a double top, and one was so short, I think Millie could have stepped right over it. "These trees sure are something," Pete laughed, "but they're not quite the right one." While Pete and Millie were scouting, Matty was out with Old Gray, hauling hay to the cows and the calves. The big bale rolled out in a long line of tasty hay, and the cattle gathered round for their morning feeding. When they were done with that, they all came home. The kitchen smelled like beef stew and cornbread. We sat down to eat. Their cheeks were red from the cold. Pete, though, he was eating, but he had a faraway look in his eyes. You could tell he was thinking about trees. After dinner, Matty grabbed the chainsaw, and they all piled into Old Gray. Millie hopped in first. Her tail was wagging high. Snow still falling, soft and pretty. "Let's go see if we can find the one," Pete said. Down by the frozen creek, Pete stopped. "Look, there it is," he shouted. It wasn't perfect. Not really. A little lopsided, a little fluffy on one side, kind of skinny on the other, but it was so cute and cozy. "I love it," Pete whispered. Millie wagged her tail real slow, like she agreed. Matty showed Pete how to start the chainsaw safe and steady. Together, they made the cut. The tree gave a soft whoosh as it tipped into the snow. Pete laid a hand on the tree gentle and he whispered, "You're perfect." They loaded their perfect tree onto Old Gray and headed back toward the ranch yard. The tree stuck out the back just a bit, and Millie rode shotgun with that tree, nose to the breeze and tail wagging like a flag. Once they got back to the cabin, Pete helped Matty carefully haul the tree into the house. I had the tree stand ready. Matty held the tree straight, and Pete worked on the tree stand, and they got the tree to set up just right. Then Pete watered it real good, and he wrapped my grandma's quilted tree skirt around the bottom. It leaned a little. It had a wild branch or two, but it was just right. We strung the lights and hung the ornaments one by one. Then Pete placed the bright star on top, careful as can be. "This is for Jesus," he said. The lights glowed warm, and Millie curled up by the fire. We all sat together in the glow of our new tree. Me, Matty, Pete, and Millie. No presents were needed, just hearts full of thanks for the day, for the snow, for the not-so-perfect tree, and the true joy and promise of Christmas. Thanks for riding along with us today. Sodak Pete hopes you'll join him on his next adventure.